Hi, I'm Mrs. Walker with Cottonwood Elementary School, and today we're going to talk about how to build a little bee house for our pollination partners. So our essential question for today is, how do bees and other insects help us to grow our food? This worksheet you can find on our website. It's going to have the directions as well as what supplies you'll need. It's also, if you go to get one at the office, it will also have some seeds attached so that you can plant some little wildflowers next to your bee home to encourage our pollinator friends to come by. So, 1 in 3 bites of food we eat are possible due to pollination. We need pollinators to help our plants produce fruits like pumpkins, zucchinis, peppers, beans, and tomatoes. Here in Nevada, there are 1,000 different species of native bees that live in the ground and in trees and twig nests all around us, as well as non-native honeybees. Today, we're going to learn how to create a mason bee habitat. Mason bees are not aggressive and will only sting if they are squeezed or stepped on. So as long as you don't mess with them, they'll be fine. Learn more about mason bees and how to care for them by visiting, and then there's a website listed. So you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need some blank sheets of paper, and scrap paper works fine too. You're going to need some kind of glue, or I ended up having to use tape because I don't have glue. I started by using wood glue, but that's really messy. Let's try and improvise. You're going to need a small container. I ended up taking the breadcrumbs out of a breadcrumb container. I ripped the label off, and then I took the lid off, and I actually kind of cut it so that the paper came to the opening. You could even cut it a little bit more so the paper kind of peeks out of the opening. You will need a pencil. I've got a color pencil. You'll need scissors, and you'll need some kind of piece of like twine or string or rope, something so that we can hang this outside. So you're going to want to take your piece of paper and you're going to want to fold it hamburger style, some way that it's in half. I took a couple of sheets of paper and folded them, opened them up, and cut them right down the center. So I have a couple of sheets here. What you're going to ultimately end up doing is you're going to be taking each sheet of paper, you're going to take your pencil, and what you're going to do is you're going to roll. It's a little easier on a table, but I want you to be able to see. So you're going to be able to roll it all the way up. It doesn't have to be perfect. A lot of mine ended up lopsided and all wrong. So you can either seal your side with a little bit of glue. I would not suggest wood glue. Push it up, and you'll probably have a little bit of excess glue at your seam, so you're going to want to have like a wet paper towel or something ready, and you can kind of dampen it and fix it. I, however, didn't have glue. All my glue is at school. So I found, since the wood glue was really messy and just a pain in the butt, I went ahead and used a piece of tape, and that seemed to work just fine. And it didn't even have to be a big piece of tape, didn't have to fit this whole strip. I just took like a quarter of the whole thing. When you're done with each strip, each little cylinder that you created, you're going to put it into your larger cylinder until it's all the way filled up, like in the picture. When you're done with this, we're going to have to start to fasten the twine on. So from what I'm seeing, they put a hole at the top and at the bottom of the cylinder container. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to lightly, maybe ask an adult to help you with this part. Just gonna turn my scissors so it kind of creates more of a hole. And then I kind of want it to stay in line, so I'm gonna pay really close attention, make sure I line it up, come to the end, poke a hole, and twist my scissors around so that it creates a circle. I am using twine, and there's a couple of ways that you could probably do this. However you and your parent want to tie the twine on will be fine. I am gonna kind of cheat and just stick my twine through. Ooh, wrong way actually. I'm going to start in the back. Stick my twine through. And it's actually probably easier if you take all your little paper pieces out first. So that you can put your hand in. And then I'm going to weave it through the front hole. Pull it so that I have two pieces of this, two sides of the twine coming out like that. And then I am just going to tie it off the top. Like so. Now I can go hang this on a branch. I'm going to put all my little feathers back inside. And I can easily hang this from just about any tree, hook, fence post, anything like that. The paper does say that you're going to want to place your bee nest on a smooth facing, a south facing wall or fence where they will be sheltered from the wind. Make sure that food is available within about 300 feet of the nest. So that food that you'll need to have available are from those seeds. You're going to need to plant those and get those flowers going. This is as far as bees will travel, so only about 300 feet. 300 feet is about the size of a room. We have included a packet of flower seeds for you to plant for your bees. All right, I hope you guys enjoy your planting garden project.